Alright, so in this video we're gonna start the real last of the main missions.
I'm starting to wonder whether
technically, we get one more later on that's required to do, but this one, you know, you can do at your own pace, but once you start it, you enter in the end game.
We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
I understand your concern, but we'll find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, sir. I'll be ready. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
You seem to have some thoughts on this. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
If Saren won't listen to reason, if he forces my hand, I'll kill him in a heartbeat. But only if it's absolutely necessary.
But what's the point in keeping him alive? It just gives him an opportunity to escape or convince the Council to listen to him. And what about the Geth? They might try to free him.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone. But what do we really know? If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah, I see your point. Do you really think there's more to know, other than the fact that he's a raving lunatic?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's not a chance I'm willing to take.
Yes, sir.
Shepard.
So, you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard?
This conversation is somewhat important.
Sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
So you're just giving up on your people?
I gave up on fighting for a lost cause.
Remember that Rex is saying this.
Like you, Shepard. I'm no hero. Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
How long have you been a merc?
Long enough. I took my first contract right after I left my home system. It's good work if it doesn't kill you.
I get the feeling you enjoy your work.
Sure. You get to see the galaxy on someone else's credits, and most days end with a good fight. I've tried more organized fighting, private armies and such, but it gets too messy.
Just like with Garrus, I'd love to see a game that takes place before this game where you play as Rex. Like, how cool would that be? You know, it's like Star Wars Bounty Hunter, but good.
Mass Effect Bounty Hunter. And you're just Rex with a jetpack flying around, jumping on people.
So long, Rex.
I think Rex actually was in the first episode of Bounty Hunter. He was in the pit arena, beating up the yellow bug.
Yeah. So this is it. This is Virmire. This is the point of no return in this game. If you come here and you're not ready to like enter into the end of the game, just don't.
Just reload your last save. It'll make everything a lot easier for you.
Yeah, and if the last save you had was at the beginning of the game, oops.
Drop the Mako. We'll go in hot and take them out.
Virmire also has really bitching music.
Got a clean drop, Commander.
I'm still on the Normandy. He just dropped the Mako.
Whoops. My bad, Shepard. How did I get out of the Mako? I don't think they wanted to show what the inside of the Mako looks like.
Yeah, they didn't want to have to make a inside of the Mako.
Yeah, they didn't want to Mako any new assets.
I think that's a... Oh, okay, you are actually shooting at something.
Yeah, I am. So this is one of those planets that just gets started as soon as they drop you on it. Like Novaria and Ferros, you kind of had a little bit of a build-up before you actually got into the main thick of it, but this just kind of drops you right in, and you're fighting enemies right from the start.
Well, they don't seem too tough.
No. Unfortunately, though, you know, it is the Mako, and that's just annoying.
Yeah, it's not, like, good.
Thankfully, this is one of the last Mako sections in the game, so be thankful for that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I always like the look of Virmire. I think it looks very nice.
Yeah, Virmire is a very different looking area. We haven't really been to any place like this before.
Yeah, it's lush, it's got cool looking water.
Yeah, the water looks nice, it's green.
There's no lava, lizards.
Yeah. Definitely the most visually striking place we've been to so far.
Uh-huh.
Then again, that's not really saying much.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'd say probably this planet and the Citadel are the two that always stick out for me
Yeah.
in Mass Effect.
There are a lot of highlights to this game, but I'd say Virmire is one of them for me.
Yeah.
I always think of Virmire, Novaria, and yeah, I guess the Citadel.
Because I love the concept of the Citadel. I think it's real cool. So pretty much we're just killing baddies.
Yeah, I don't think you really have to, but...
No, these guys do. It's like Kirby, where you don't have to kill. These guys are not a threat at all, and we're just like massacre all of them.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone compare Mass Effect to Kirby.
Well, you're welcome. And the Mako still can't hit those rocket drones for the life of it.
No. The only reason I am killing everything is for experience. I wouldn't... If I didn't want experience, I wouldn't be killing these guys.
Yeah.
And again, another little touch is that you saw a whole bunch of birds fly out of that area there.
Yeah, that was
I think that was
neat
pretty
looking.
cool.
I never saw that before. Normally, I just rush through this area. Like a
That's
juggernaut.
why I like to take my time in games. A good idea here is to save often, specifically before one event. And if you've played this game, you know what I'm talking about, but just save often because you might want to redo something.
Yeah. Save at every corner.
Yeah.
Well, that should be a rule anyway in this game.
Otherwise, what happened to me on Novaria could happen to you. Not like the Nicolas Cage movie, though. The one where he wins the lottery and then he shares his winnings with a waitress.
I wouldn't share my winnings with a waitress.
It was Nicolas Cage, though.
I mean, I wish he'd share his winnings with me. Actually, I don't think he has that much money, does he? I don't know.
He still has his pyramid.
Wish I had a pyramid. Oh wow, Rex is the first one who's gonna die.
Who says Rex is gonna die?
I don't know. I mean,
you don't know yet.
I mean, his health is low, is what I'm saying.
You don't know yet.
It could be a possibility that, oh well, you know, the fight's over now, so I guess he's safe forever.
I like watching Rex kind of just spin around after fights sometimes, because the Krogan do weird things in this game. Very, very weird things.
They're like a turtle. A really badass looking turtle.
Yeah, I never really thought of it that way, but they kind of do remind me of turtles.
You know, they got like the plate on their head, and they can like retract.
Turtles don't have plates on their
Well,
heads.
like, you know what I mean? Like, it looks like they could collapse in their armor and just kind of like...
No.
No?
No.
No?
Your head would have to be longer and more flexible than that.
I don't know, they look like turtles to me. Unless you have a better animal to compare them to.
Dogs.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like a Rottweiler or a Pit Bull.
I mean, in their ferocity, yeah. But not...
So this is just one of those areas, I don't think you can go past here with the Mako. I think it won't, like... It's suggested not to, like, someone will say, hey, we should stop here and kill all these guys. Because I think you have to activate something here. But I suppose if you really wanted to, you could pass by this area, but I think you might have to eventually come back around.
Maybe.
Garrus, what are you
I have
doing?
no recollection of this place other than trying to stay hydrated.
I think Garrus was trying to protect us from that wall.
Well, I saw a red laser.
Yeah, I don't know whose red laser it was, but I think it might have been a rocket troop, a Geth rocket troop, because those are the only enemies I could think of that have red lasers. And since we're so close to the end of the game, I'm just getting rid of every single thing that I had. Oh, as a sniper. I'm getting rid of anything that I could pick up, and I'm just turning it into Omni Gel. Because I don't need any of this shit.
Yeah, you're pretty much, you have decent armor.
Yeah.
Really good primary.
I do believe I will switch my armor one last time. Every time I've looked at Rex, he has his back turned to me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. This area is pretty cool looking too. It's just like a little mini cave.
And obviously we got to see a lot of that. Oh, I think what you did was you opened the doors.
No, the doors were open before.
No, were they?
Or maybe they weren't supposed to be. Maybe it was a glitch, but I saw them open before we went up there. And just a random ass Colossus over here.
Just to keep you on your feet. You never know what to expect on Virmire.
No.
Anything could happen on Virmire.
Yeah.
A dog could turn into a cat.
Yeah. Yeah, anything can happen on Virmire. Your sister could turn into a bat. There may be a... fuck.
There may be a toad in your bass guitar.
Or your teacher could turn into a bat. Something, I used to know that song by heart.
Yeah. Because on Virmire, your blood begins to boil. Something spooky's going down.
Mass Effect 3 isn't very interesting. Mass Effect 1 is pretty good. But Mass Effect 2 is pretty good. It's a good game. I like it. It's a good game.
Okay. It's fun. And another Colossi.
No, that would be a Colossus. Colossi is plural.
Unless, I mean, you.
I'm
referencing both Colossuses, Colossis that we've fought as.
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
See, I remember this game being so much more fun. I don't know what happened.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, but I feel like all we're doing is just driving... Well, all you're doing is driving around and shooting Colossi.
Because I don't have to, but I want experience.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I remember it being like so much more challenging, like...
No, this game's not challenging at all. I don't think any of these games... Mass Effect 3 is a little challenging just because that switches mostly to a third-person shooter. And some of the difficulty can just be kind of random in that game. Mm-hmm. That's the only one that I think is actually a little bit challenging, and I might die when I do that one. But, I don't know.
I don't know, I think the biggest challenge with this game, I guess, was having to replay everything after you die once.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm just remembering. And that guy hasn't shot you once.
No.
He was just kind of like, what do I do? I've never gotten this close before.
Yeah.
Shit! Yeah, see, the doors are closed. So
they weren't closed last time.
I guess it was a bug. I don't know. The PS3 version. I don't know what a version is.
I don't know what it is either.
But, I don't know, it looked... Yeah, I've noticed some audio glitches and whatnot that aren't on the PC version or the 360 version. So
You've played the 360 version?
My brother has, and I was there holding his hand.
He holds his brother in his hand. Like, that's not figuratively, he actually...
Yeah, I hold his hand while we play games.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to shut down the guns, but I guess the gates were... I don't know. I really don't know.
You can't have the AA guns off and the gates open at the same time.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can, I mean...
So after we pass this part, Virmire is going to get a lot more interesting. And see there? Save. Save frequently on Virmire. You never know what's going to happen. You can see the Normandy over there.
Yeah.
And they don't even, bother,
helping out.
No, they don't even bother spacing these areas out. It's just another one directly after that last one. It's like, okay there, game. Take it easy.
You open this one up, there's another one 3 feet out front. Shit!
Yeah, it's just like one big complex. That's all Virmire is. And it extends into Mass Effect 2, and that's all it is. You're still trying to get off Virmire. So we're going to be here for a while.
Yeah. The final boss in Mass Effect 1 is a giant gate.
Mm-hmm. So they're like the first boss of Contra, but dumb. Oh, I fell down!
He wanted to give you a hug.
Yeah, I think so.
And Rex is a little busy. Maybe you should go help him out.
Remember to stay hydrated.
He's a little busy. He's a busy little tree.
Yeah, Rex means that, so that means things are actually going to start getting interesting. But not in this video, though, so... yay, I guess?
Yeah, this video is boring. Flag this video.
Yeah, flag this video. Go watch Darkside Phil. His content is 100% skill.
Uh-huh. You can't buy that skill.
No, you can't.
Just like you can't buy views.
He might, though.
He so totally does.
I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, Darkside Phil is a god among men. The Solarian captains, they all have posters of Darkside Phil up on their wall. Praise be DSP.
Yeah, he invented STG.
He invented Let's Play. You know, I think he actually might have invented video games.
What? I'm playing Pong!